What is the big break in modernity?
The end of all grand meta-narratives, as Francois Lyotard puts
Yeah.
it. Lyotard argues that post-World War II, we've realized that all these stories we told each other, these grand stories, these myths of emancipation, of progress and stuff, they're actually bullshit, they're not real. So it's the end of all grand meta-narratives. The last time we had society ascribing to some sort of grand meta-narrative was the space race. That was a grand meta-narrative that had like an existential element to it. We're going to go colonize the space. Man is going to symbolically touch the heavens. As we know with all this cosmology stuff, space was always this frontier from the time of the ancients where we believed that's where the heavens are.
Like Icarus and Prometheus maxing.
So when man and civilization, be it the Soviet Union or the USA, say that we want to go to space, that is a religious mission. That has an element of a meta-narrative. There's a broader meta-narrative going on. Lyotard says people don't believe in these as societies, as states, as cultures. Maybe on private levels we still believe in stuff, but as a collective we don't really believe in anything anymore. And because of that, whoa, we're free. We can do whatever we want. Lyotard kind of celebrates this a little bit. Fisher says that no, this is not to be celebrated. This is not a good thing, because when all meta-narratives are gone and there's no grand meta-narrative to have some sort of collective social life anymore, that kind of is a meta-narrative in of itself, as in the idea that no meta-narrative at all is a meta-narrative, and that actually creates this vacuum where capitalist realist logic that he describes becomes the default meta-narrative, like, you know, and we see this in the West where it's like, what right do you have as people to earn wealth?
And where does it become a runaway, self-organizing, Landian outside force?
To the stock market, to the financialization.
That is the peak of capitalism, because earlier the Fisherian worldview being that you imagined a big other and there was one because everyone collectively ascribed to it, and now there still is a grand narrative, which is there's the logic of capital, but no one is actually in charge. There's no human security system based individual institution that can actually claim to be in charge. It has taken on a logic of its own, let's say, and that I find to be a really interesting metaphysical shift in his analysis of the entire situation.